The acting city manager and two other officials at the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro have been arrested on charges of corruption. Mvuleni Mapu and the two officials were arrested during a pre-dawn raid by the Hawks. The corruption allegations are linked to the housing department where Mapu is a director. The Hawks are still at Port Elizabeth City Hall doing further investigations. They've also arrested a woman who is not a municipal official but was doing business with the city. Let's cross live now once again to our colleague Lerato Fekisi. Lerato, what's the latest?
The latest is that obviously this is a developing story, and right now we are outside the magistrate court where we've just talked to Davi Khos, who is the lawyer representing Mr. Mvuleni Mapu. He has confirmed that they are currently applying for bail, and within 2 hours they will know the fate of Mr. Mvuleni Mapu. So that's where we are right now. That's the latest concerning the story, is that Danny Khos attorneys are representing the acting city manager, Mr. Mvuleni Mapu, was arrested this morning for corruption allegations of fraud, and they are going to hear within two hours time exactly what his verdict is in terms of a bail application.
And just in terms of reactions to this development, what is the latest? What is happening? What have you heard?
I think the general feel from people in Nelson Mandela Bay Metro is a sigh of relief, number one, because issues of corruption are things that's not new to the Metro for a long time. I think 2 years back, the Hawks were here and they were raiding the then mayor, Mangali Bobani's office, and nothing came of that. So the people in the Metro are saying the issue of corruption and fraud has been long going, but perhaps been swept under the carpet, and perhaps this is then a step in the right direction. But also, Desiree, on the other side, people were saying that it's everything else just to make allegations or to make arrests, but it's something else for these people to be penalized. And most people that I was speaking to on social media were saying, okay, he's going to get arrested and then within 2 or 3 weeks he will get bail and perhaps go back to office, even higher office than he's in currently. So you see that people are saying that, you know what, there's a kind of a way people are doing things in this country where people have got allegations cited against them, they are arrested and found guilty, and then 2 or 3 weeks later or years later the same people are put back in office or even a higher office. So people are here saying that besides just arresting them and finding allegations against them, they're really hoping that those that are found guilty, because we are hearing that more and more arrests are being made, that I'm sure by the end of the day we'll have more numbers for you. So it seems that corruption and fraud is a huge issue in the Metro, and people are saying they're really hoping that much more than just arrests is going to be made, that people that are found guilty will be taken to prison and given the right punishment. Above all, order and good governance will be restored back to this Metro.
Is there any indication from the Hawks in terms of what their next move will be in terms of other corruption related reports?
When I spoke to the spokesperson, Lwando Zenzile, didn't want to really divulge on much, just saying that they're going to continue to make more arrests. And I have heard now lately from him that there are more people that are going to be arrested. But obviously this is a long-going investigation and you can't divulge much because they still have to obviously investigate and get the thorough information. But it doesn't seem as yet that they want to divulge information concerning exactly where this corruption is. Is it in PPEs? Is it in the Department of Housing? Because Mr. Mvuleni Mapu is actually a director of the Department of Housing. So we're not too clear or sure is this allegations against him linked to housing, or is it more to do with PPEs? But the Hawks are very quiet about the matter, just saying that obviously it is a matter under the courts and they want to make sure they follow all protocols in terms of investigation, and then once they have investigated enough they'll then divulge all other information.
Have we heard anything from Mr. Mapu's legal team?
Mr. Mapu's legal team, like I said earlier on, is being presented by Mr. Davi Khos. He also said that in terms of anything regarding the case, he doesn't say anything as much, but did say that he does confirm Mr. Mapu is applying for bail. They are currently inside the court behind me, the P magistrate court, and he said that in 2 hours' time we can give him a call and he will confirm if Mr. Mapu has got bail or not.
Thank you very much, Lerato Fekisi, following that story about an arrest this morning.